back to my channel. My name is Mia Monet, and in today's video I have something very different. This is going to be my first story time. Now, I really didn't plan on doing story times on my YouTube channel because I feel like I'm not a good storyteller. But if you follow my spam on Instagram, I give them a story time like at least 3 times a week. And everybody always slides like, Mia, this is so funny. Like, you need to do this on TikTok. But I feel like too many of my family members follow me on TikTok. So I decided to bring my first story time to YouTube. Now, the story time I'm gonna give y'all is how I got these scars on my face. Because if you look back in my old videos, these wasn't always here. They just came up recently, like 3 weeks recently. So if y'all want the story time on how I got this on my face, tune in. But as I'm telling this story, I am going to be doing my hair. And if you know me, I'm in this weird phase of like, I don't know what to do with my hair, especially since it's like really heat damaged in the front. So today I'm just going to be doing a twist out, and I'm also going to be trimming my ends. I'm not going to be trimming off all the dead hair, only because that means my hair will be like super duper short in the front, and then the rest will be long. So I'm just gonna let the front grow out a little bit more before I like cut off all the dead ends. And I know the scissors that I'm finna pull out and cut my hair with aren't hair scissors, but these ends need to be cut because I have a really bad split ends, and it's snagging, and a lot more hair is falling out that needs to. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video / story time. Okay, hey y'all, I was editing the video and I realized I didn't put a disclaimer in here. So before y'all continue to watch, I do want to let y'all know that there is going to be pictures and videos of like my cuts and like the fresh wounds, and there'll be like a lot of blood. So if you're not comfortable with seeing bloods or like open scars or wounds, this is probably not the video for you. So watch at your own risk. Okay, so before I get into the story time, I'm just gonna go ahead and like part my hair out the way, so I'm not focused too much on parting my hair, and I could get into the story how I need to get into the story. So give me 1 second while I part my hair. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the story on how I got these scars on my face. Okay, so let me give y'all a little backstory. So as y'all know, I'm not in school anymore. I just work and really just come home. Since I don't have my own car, I'm really not outside, like really at all. One, because all of my friends are in school like hours away from me, so I can't really call them up to come get me. And there's really nothing to do in Indiana really if you don't have a car. So I'm really most of the time at my house. So I had one day like put it on my spam. Like I said before, I do a lot of like story times or like vent sessions on my spam on Instagram. And one day I was just talking and I was telling everybody like, y'all, I really don't be outside. Like, I don't do anything. All I do is go home. All I do is go to work, come home, shower, eat, sleep. That's literally my day-to-day. And if I have like an off day, I'm literally just laying in the bed all day. I'm rarely outside. The only time I'll go outside if I'm like taking my dog to go use the bathroom or something. And a lot of my friends didn't know that I was just sitting in the house. And some of them was like, Mia, like, I can come back home, we could go do this, we could do that, like, you don't have to be in the house. And I really wasn't saying that for them to like feel bad for me. I was genuinely was just like, dang, I used to be outside all the time, and now I just been in the house like getting to the money type, right? So one of my friends, she told me that she was going to homecoming, and my friend, she told me that she was going to go to one of the bigger schools in my state's homecoming. So I was like, okay, that's cool. She's like, do you want to come with me? Because I know you said you ain't been outside, and I really want you to come so you can spend this time with me. So I was like, yeah, I definitely want to go. Mind you, she told me this like a month in advance. So me being me, I'm so excited to go, and I start preparing. Now, me preparing to going somewhere, that means I'm buying clothes, like setting my hair, nails, lash appointment. Like, I want to look good while I'm down here. So I'm doing this like weeks in advance, and then I'm telling my job like I need these days off because I'm gonna be going, basically I'm gonna be out of town, so I need these days off. They gave me the days off, so I was excited. I was geeked. I was buying my Shein packages. That's why I got that all them clothes from that Shein haul. Like, I was excited. So the day comes closer, I'm getting to all my appointments. The first thing that fucked me up that weekend was when my hair appointment got canceled from one of my favorite stylists. Mind you, I did a whole vlog to this, but I'm not gonna post it because I didn't finish it because I got mad because a lot of my appointments was getting canceled. So that video is archived. But anyways, yeah, so the first thing that like fucked me up that weekend was when my hair appointment got canceled. Then made me getting my nails done, like I'm talking to my nail tech and all this extra, I get a text from my lash tech and she canceled my appointment too because she got sick. Which I'm not mad that they canceled my appointment because, you know, stuff happens, you feel what I'm saying, life happens. I was just mad it was literally the day before / the day of is when they canceled it. You feel me? So my friend, the one who I was going to the homecoming with, she basically told me like, I have these 3 stylists. If you need them to do your hair, I'm pretty sure they do squeezing appointments, so text them. So I text one of them. She squeezed me in, she did my hair. It wasn't the best, but it was good enough for that weekend, right? So cool. So I'm already having like a kind of bad preparation to go down here. So my friend picks me up, we're driving down there, we're having a good time, a little road trip, talking, because I ain't seen my friend in a good minute. Because she's really busy with like school, and then she's in programs, and then she's in like her job, like she has a boyfriend, like she's a busy person. So when I do get to see her, we always like talk and like update each other on our lives and stuff like that. It's always a good time with her. So we're driving, we get to where we're going to, not where we're going to stay, but to her boyfriend's house, because her boyfriend goes to this school, and he has his own apartment with his roommates or whatever, and he also has a dog. He has, I think it's a bully, or it could just be like a smaller pit. But if you know me, you know I work at like a dog daycare, a dog hotel, so I'm cool and I love dogs. So as soon as we go to his place, you know me, I'm ready to see the dog. Like, where's the dog? So my friend goes in her boyfriend's room, grabs the dog, and the dog is kind of like scared to see me. Like, he looks at me and he's like kind of backing up, and then they let me know like, yeah, he's a little nervous around new people. Like, he's very, very, very shy. So I'm like, okay. Like, when he's walking up to me, he's like getting low to the ground, but he's like wagging his tail. So I'm like, okay, maybe he is just like a little nervous boy. So I'm just not gonna mess with him I'm not gonna mess with him too much. But the longer I stayed in his house, the more comfortable the dog got with me. You feel me? Like, I would lay on the couch and the dog would come up and smell my face and lick my face, like little stuff like that. So I'm not thinking too much of it. So we have that night we ended up going to like a party and like having fun or whatever. The next day we wake up, we go to a darty, we come home, we go to sleep. We wake up and we was like, oh my god, bro, like we got so we had so much fun, if you know, you know, that we slept the whole day away. Like, we wasn't supposed to go to sleep. So me and my friend was like, well, since we hungry and we ain't ate, we just gonna go get some food, come back, and figure out what the next plans is gonna be. Cool. So we ended up getting up and we went to go to where did we go to eat? We went to Culver's. We went to Culver's. We got some food. We talking about how the weekend went and all this extra. So while we at Culver's, we trying to figure out, like, are we going back out tonight? Do we want to stay in? Do we just want to like have fun with everybody that's in the house? Like, what are we trying to do? So we get back to the house. the boys, her boyfriend and his like homeboy, they had left because they had to go pick somebody up or something up. And then me and my friend, we stayed at the house because we was hungry and we was a little out of there still. So we was trying to like rejuvenate, eat, drink, and you feel what I'm saying, figure out what the next moves is finna be. Cool. So yeah, so we try to figure out what the next moves is gonna be, and then we like on our phones and like talking and eating or whatever. So while I'm talking to her and eating, I have to go to the bathroom. Mind you, like I said before, her boyfriend lives in an apartment, but the apartment that she lives in doesn't have like a common area bathroom. So if you like have guests over, there's like nowhere they can freely walk into the bathroom. All the bathrooms in his apartment are in like the bedrooms in the apartment, right? So they have 5 bedrooms, 5 roommates, and they have 5 bathrooms inside of the bedrooms. So right before he left, he had told us, he was like, I don't know how long we're gonna be gone, but I know we don't have a TV in the living room. Y'all could go in my room and watch TV. And then obviously you could go in there and use the bathroom, whatever. So me being me, I'm not gonna just go in my boyfriend's room and chill in there. That's weird to me. So I just told her, I'm like, girl, we finna chill out here. We finna talk. We finna keep doing what we doing. And yeah, then when I didn't fast forward, when I had ended up going to the bathroom, I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom because I wanted her to know like why I was walking back there. And she's like, okay, it's in the back. It's in, his room. So when I walk to the door of her boyfriend's bedroom, the dog is laying there like right by the front of the door. But like I said before, I love dogs, so I'm not like scared or anything. So I see the dog, but me working where I work, I know that you cannot just walk into a dog's room, a dog's space, without them knowing you finna walk in. And the fact when he looked at me, he did look a little alert, but he looked like happy because he was like wagging his tail when he seen me, right? So I call him out the room so I can walk in. But before I like walk in the room, I pet him and tell him like, oh, good job for like coming out when I called his name, because when dogs like do like little stuff like that, you have to give them reassurance so they know that they did a good job, right? So I was like, oh, good job. Yeah, so I was like, oh, good job. And then because I was kind of like leaning down. I was kind of leaned down, so I was like kind of closer towards his face while I'm like rubbing him, because he's kind of like a shorter dog, so I have to like bend over to like rub him. And I was like, oh, good job. And I was rubbing him for like a minute or two. And then after that, I realized like, man, you still gotta go to the bathroom. Like, it's time to get up and stop rubbing this dog and go to the bathroom before you do it yourself. So I get up, and when you're like bent over and you're like pushing yourself to get up, you kind of turn your body towards where you're trying to go. Say, okay, so his bedroom was right here, and I'm like right here facing the wall, like petting the dog. And then while I'm getting up, I like turn my body towards his bedroom. So it's like, so when I get up, I can just walk straight into his room, if that makes sense. And I think the dog knew I was trying to go in the bedroom. And y'all won't believe what fucking happened. While I'm getting up and like stepping towards like his room, the dog like jumps up and bites my face. The dog jumped up and bit my face. What? So I'm sitting there like in shock, and I'm just holding my eye like this. Just holding it. And I got both my eyes closed because I'm like, oh my God, what if I can't see? So I just got my eye closed. And then I just sit on the ground. And when he like bit my face, he was like, "Arr." But he didn't shake his head, but he was like, you heard growling. And my friend, she was on her phone, but she didn't like see it, but she saw him like jump at me and run back in the room. And she was like, King, what did you do? And then she was like, did he bark at you? Did he scare you? And then I was just sitting there, like I didn't say nothing. I was just sitting there like this. She was like, Mia, are you okay? Let me see your eye. Because I was holding it, and she like moved my hand, and it was just blood. Oh my God, it was bleeding. I'm gonna put a picture right here of what it looked like, but y'all, bleeding. And it's like he got like, you know, this little you can see it right there, that chunk right there, he got off, and then he got like right here, and then at the top of my lip. Y'all, when I say it's terrified, like, it didn't even sit in with me. Like, I was just so in shock. Like, never did that just happen. Never did that just happen to me. And then I'm so glad that the friend that I went with was the one like there in that situation, because she wants to be a nurse and she knew everything to do. She was like, man, okay, just sit down. Like, I'm gonna give you this paper towel. Just hold it against your face so it can stop the bleeding. I'm finna go get the first aid kit. She got the band-aids, the peroxide, the what is it called? The alcohol towelettes. Like, she had everything. And she was like, man, it's okay. Like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Then, like, when I looked at my face, like, it didn't even hurt. It really, like, honestly, it did not hurt at all. But when I opened my camera and looked at my face, that's when I started to cry. I was like, oh my God. Because I was just thinking, like, what if I got these scars on my face for the rest of my life? Like, it is so ugly to me. Like, so freaking ugly. So then I started to cry. Then I had made this video of me crying. Then, yeah. But that's basically what happened. And then my friend was calling her boyfriend, and he wasn't answering the phone. And then he found out that what happened. He was so apologetic. Like, I'm glad, like, I know this is kind of bad to say, but I'm glad that dog, okay, how am I supposed to say this? I'm glad that his dog is the one who bit me, because I knew, like, they didn't intentionally want him to bite me. I'm gonna get into, like, all my theories and stuff later, but yeah, he was very, like, apologetic, and he was like, I'm sorry, like, do you need me to get you anything? Like he was like he was a sweetheart. But yeah, that was basically the story about what happened to my face. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I knew there was gonna be a day that I was gonna get bit by a dog. Like, it was bound to happen, because one thing about me, no matter like the breed, the size, the age, I want to pet every dog I see. And sometimes you can't do that, but I never in a million years would think somebody I knew dog would do that to me. Like, if I was gonna get bit by a dog, I thought I was gonna be back at my job, but no. And then I realized why people are so afraid of dogs, because I kid y'all not, after that happened, I didn't know how I was gonna go back to work, because I was like, oh my God, because when I tell you this dog didn't show no type of body language, like, his tail was wagging, he was like kind of smiling, he was happy, he didn't growl, he didn't bark, he just jumped up and bit my face. Like, that was so freaking crazy to me. But yeah. Okay, hey y'all, I just finished twisting my hair up. I just decided to do these mini twists. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep these in. I also did cut my ends, and I'm not gonna lie, my hair feels a lot better. And now I'm about to put this African Pride 5 essential oils in my hair, because y'all, my hair needs as much moisture as it can get because it's fall and my hair is drying out because it's starting to get real cold in Indiana. So we're just gonna put this all throughout my hair, my edges. And then when I go to sleep, I'm just gonna put some mousse and then a hair scarf on and then my bonnet. But I want to give you guys my final thoughts on the story and why I think the dog jumped up and bit my face. So, one, the dog really doesn't get out much. So he really doesn't see new people other than the people in like the house, so his roommates and then his girlfriend. That's one. Okay, so the dog is 3 years old and he doesn't have his own space to go into. So when the dog feels like I'm tired of being around everybody and I don't want to be bothered, he can go into his crate or go to his bed. He doesn't have that. His space is my friend's boyfriend's room. So I feel like when I was leaning, like turning my body to walk into the room, he was like, well, this is my room. I don't want you in here right now. So he bit my face. That's theory number 2. 3, I'm thinking, okay, he did it because, like I said before, her boyfriend left and was telling us, like, if you have to go to the bathroom or if y'all get bored out here, y'all could just go in my room and chill or go in my room and go to the bathroom. I'm thinking he thought, okay, well, my owner isn't here. Why is this random girl that I've never seen before trying to walk into his room? Because last time I used his bathroom, the boyfriend was there, like he was in his room. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he was being protective. But all in all, I didn't go to the hospital because I didn't have any insurance. And I felt like it would heal nicely, which I think it has. It's been like 2 weeks. I still do have like these scars. I can see perfectly fine. There wasn't really no infection. My lip was swollen for a couple of days, but it's back normal. I don't know 100% sure if these scars are going to stay here for a while. I've been using this bio oil because in the summertime, I was wearing shorts a lot, and y'all know I work at the dog daycare. Like, the dogs would jump and scratch on my legs and would leave like marks, and I used the bio oil on my legs, and eventually it went away. And I think me using it on my face has like kind of let some of the scarring go away. But my stepmom was like, I need like cocoa butter, the cocoa butter stick to like help that too. So I'm gonna go to Walgreens and see if that helps. But that's all I have for this video. That's the story of how I got bit in the face by a pit. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.